I walk up to him and I'm thinking he playing, so I kick him. When I say kick him, I don't mean when I say kick, I mean like I nudged him. It was like a, what you doing? Like, wake up. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, before I get started, let me go ahead and say thank you for taking the time to click on my video. If you're here already, sorry about that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you already read the title, then you already know what this video is about. My friend fainted on me. A few weeks ago, I did a story time where I talked about watching my friend get jumped or almost get jumped. And so, based on this video, you can determine whether or not I was a good friend back in the day. I don't think so, to be honest, but you can be the determining factor of that, because I don't really know. So this is what happened, right? So I'm not gonna name his name. I'm gonna just give him another name. I'm gonna name him Alex. Why not Alex? So Alex used to be my best friend, and from middle school to from elementary school to about middle school, we lived close to each other. I lived like down the street from him or whatever. Alex used to be real good at like the gymnastics type stuff. Like he used to be able to do like backflips and stuff like that, front flips, cartwheels, what you call it? I think it's called like a star shooter or shooting star or something like that. He was real good at that stuff, and I never knew how to do it. I knew how to do front flips and that was it, but I only did it with my hands. He could do like backflips and stuff in the sky and all that. He was like real dope with it. So I remember one day I was at his house and we were like outside in his yard or whatever, and we're like talking or whatever, and he's like doing backflips and stuff, and I'm like, yo, I wish you could show me how to do that. And so he's trying to teach me or whatever, and you know, it's not really working out because I mean, I was scared to jump back. I was just like, I'm not doing it. Like I said, I was good at front flips, so he didn't know how to do that. So he was like, hey, can you show me how to do a front flip? You know, and I'm thinking it's kind of ironic anyway that you can do a backflip but not a front flip. You know what I mean? It's kind of, yeah. He asked me to show him how to do a front flip, so I go ahead and I do mine, but I do mine with my hands, like I said. And like I did mine with my hands and it was perfect. I landed or whatever. He came behind me and tried to do the same thing I did, but, and this is where my bad friendship comes in. So he tries to do the front flip, but like he puts his hands down trying to do what I'm doing, but like somehow I guess he jumps too high, because I guess he's used to backflips. He jumps so high that like his hands miss the grass and he lands like, it's not funny, but it is funny. He misses the grass and he lands on his back. Now when he lands, he just sits up and he looks at me, but the look on his face said, bruh, that hurt like a mug. Like, the look on his face was like a look of distraught. The look on his face told me that he was hurt. But now, at the time, once again, if you were young growing up, when I was growing up, well, they still do it now. Kids, we always used to roast. You know what I mean? Back then, I think it was more so called working, but we used to roast. So when he failed doing his front flip or whatever, he landed on his back and sat up looking at me, looking all like he was hurt. My first inclination was to clown him. So that's what I did. I'm like, that's what you get. That's what you get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying all these mean things and stuff like that. I'm laughing at him. I'm like, wanna be Simone Biles, Mr. I wanna be Gabby Douglas. And then while I'm laughing, he just fall backwards. I'm still laughing. I'm like, man, he joking. Like, this is funny. Like, laughing and stuff like that. So after a while, he's still laying there, and I'm like, all right, bro, like, you can get up. Like, joke's over. So I walk over to him, and I'm standing over him. And I'm looking at him, and he just like eyes closed, mouth open, and I'm like it's not a joke no more. Like the joke is over. Like I was just like, what you doing? Once again, being a bad friend, and I'm thinking like, oh, this is not. I mean, this is just like a joke. We joke all the time. Like this is all good. I walk up to him, and I'm thinking he playing, so I kick him. When I say kick him, I don't mean when I say kick, I mean like I nudged him. It was like a, what you doing? Like wake up. So he didn't move. I'm like, all right, obviously something is wrong here. Now, issue was with me, right? I've never experienced anything like this before. And I'm outside, there's a bunch of neighbors around, but nobody's really paying attention to us. I mean, we just two kids playing, so I mean, nobody really cares. I'm like, the street light's about to come on, and you playing in the grass, like, I gotta go home soon. I'm about to go. I'm contemplating, like, should I walk away? Is this a real thing? Is this like, is it real or is it not? And like, I'm still thinking like, oh, this is a joke. Cause I mean, we've never had a joke that was this extreme before, but it was a joke. And so I'm like, all right. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just get ready to go. As I'm getting ready to go, he sits back up with like a I just got baptized type of breath. Like he got up and he was like that. And so he sat up and he like, bro, what just happened? What you mean what just happened? Like you just like fell asleep in the grass. Man, I don't know what happened. And I was like, like at this point, I'm kind of mad because I'm like, you playing around. And now, like at this point, it's kind of starting to be serious. I'm like, okay, all right, I understand now that this maybe wasn't a joke. And for me to call you a Mr. Wannabe Gabby Douglas, that is kind of rude. He's sitting there, he's like, oh man, what happened? Did I black out? Did you black out? Like, is this normal? Like, do you like, what? Like, is this a regular thing? You just black out like that? Oh no, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Usually when I play and I have like a hard impact, I pass out or I black out. Like, I ain't got no issue with that. But the thing is, we've been hanging out for this long. I need you to tell me that, I need you to tell me this up front. Because if you don't tell me this, I was about to go home. For you to tell me that you tend to black out after you done blacked out already, with me having no clue, I'm like, sitting there laughing and joking on you. And then I'm like you should have told me something. At this point, I'm still upset because I'm like, all right, so you just gonna black out. Like, you just gonna black out and assume me to, and assume that I'm supposed to know what to do. Like, if I would have known like that you would black out, I would have went up and I would have smacked you or something like that. I would have tried to wake you up. I would have poured some water on your face, peed on your face, something like that. I would have woke you up. But the fact that you didn't tell me and just assumed that I know what to do is like, you real selfish for that. You a real bad friend for that. You a bad friend. So it ain't just me, he a bad friend too, because he didn't tell me that he got a tendency to fall asleep while you standing up. At this point, I'm a little traumatized. I'm like, man, the reason I was traumatized is because I'm like, all right, so this was real. And I'm sitting here joking and playing. That's how, like, you could have died right here. That's the way I was looking at it. I'm like, you could have died right here. And you ain't tell me that you have the propensity to fall asleep in the grass. Anyway, so he get up, man, and he just like carry on like nothing happened. He get up and he like, hey, you wanna, go upstairs, play the game? His mom wasn't home or nothing like that. You wanna go play the game or whatever? And at this point, I'm like, bro, I don't even wanna go up there. Cause I'm like, I don't even, like, you done scared me now. Cause it's like, I feel like you walk up the stairs, you trip, hit your head on the step, you black out. And then you still ain't told me what I'm supposed to do, whether you got an inhaler, whether you got some kind of special pill. Like, I don't know what you got. So I'm just like, man, I don't even want to do that. I'm gonna just head to the house and stuff. I'm gonna just go, cause I ain't no doctor. I ain't no doctor. I ain't no nurse. I ain't no surgeon. Look, you mess around and fall out, like. And the thing, like, it made me real funny when I hung out with him now, because I'm like, at any time he could just black out. Like, we used to throw rocks at each other as kids. Like, I throw a big old rock and it just, I can't do that. I can't do it. Anyway, I ended up going home that night. He went in the house like nothing happened. And don't get me wrong, I might have been a bad friend, but I didn't have bad friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and him were friends for a long time after that, until we got to high school, and then we, split ways and stuff like that. And then, we went our separate routes. He took the drug dealing route, and I took the education and trying to improve my life route and stuff like that. Like I said, you can determine whether or not I'm a bad friend. I don't think I'm a bad friend. I think I'm just, I was naive at the time, still a little naive, and the fact that you just fall asleep involuntarily is like, okay. Thank you for watching, man. Remember to comment down below, or comment on, if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, comment down below if you think I'm a bad friend, if you think I'm a terrible friend, and if you don't really know yet, go back and watch the video where I said that I watched my friend get jumped or almost get jumped, because I don't really think I was a bad friend for that. I just think I was a smart friend, because I'm like, if you get jumped, then why would I want to, like, why would we both want to get hurt? You know what I mean? Like, you can get jumped and then I can drag you onto the city bus. But if I get jumped and you get jumped, then who gonna wake who up? You know what I mean? That's kind of how I referenced it back to the Kevin Hart thing. Like, who gonna wake who up? You know what I mean? Like who gonna get up and say, hey, let's go? You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to see when I post new videos, or get the alert when I post new videos. I post new videos every single week, and I'm going to post those videos every single week for forever, for as long as I can, because I'm going to grow this channel. I'm going to grow this channel, I promise you. I'm putting in the work over here. So like I said, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and